Hi everyone, I'm Ken from Crypto Trading KS. If you're new, welcome, and welcome back to our regular community. You know what to do, let's run the numbers. Bitcoin currently trading at 48,349, down 1.38%. Ethereum 31.95, down 1.56%. Sol is doing quite well, up 7.48%. Luna is doing really well, 11.66% up. My goal is to assist you to be more of a financial blessing and create real wealth for yourself and those you love. I've hidden knowledge gems throughout this video. Unless you watch to the end, you'll miss them. See how many you can find. I'd like to talk to you today about becoming the real you, all about metamorphosis. If we think about the relationship between a caterpillar and a butterfly, what an amazing transformation that is. From a caterpillar that just walks around, just lazily hanging on twigs and walking all over leaves and things like that, and a butterfly taking to the air. How incredible nature is. Every human being is just as capable of transformation. It doesn't matter where you are, because you are already where you need to be, doing what you need to do to become all that you can be in this world. It's really important to understand that your potential is exponential. You're the ultimate crypto. Buckminster Fuller said it really well. There's nothing in a caterpillar that tells you it's going to be a butterfly. It doesn't matter what your circumstances are now. You are capable of literally transforming your life to exactly what you want it to be. Our community is all about real wealth, and we have so many people inside our community devoted to thinking about life as more than just security. Lots of money is great. It provides so many things, but real wealth is so much more. It's about love and friendship, fearlessness, courage. There's so many things. In the past, you may have felt that you've made too many mistakes, had so much trauma, and you have therefore limiting beliefs on what you can accomplish in life. Our community is all about courage. It's all about fearlessness. We're very supportive. You'll find that the fake you is all that mistakes and trauma and limiting beliefs. The real you is something completely different. That's the butterfly stage. You're rare and unique, always learning, understanding, compassionate. It's really important to let go of the past. The past doesn't serve us a lot of the time. The future is where you would like to focus. That's where all your potential is. Henry David Thoreau said it really well. We are constantly invited to be who we are. That's absolutely correct. You'll get hints and signposts of the direction that you need to head inside your own life. They'll come up time and time and time again. So many people focus on money. They basically create dreams about how much money they will have. But maybe think about it like this. If you're not the real you, what is money really worth? Success is much more than just money. It's about having all the things that make life worth living and make it worthwhile. It's all about fulfillment and meaning, inner and outer peace. You can literally have it all. You don't have to just settle for a lot of money. You can settle for a lot of meaning, a lot of fulfillment, a lot of inner and outer peace. Our community is really dedicated to that. You have a chat with our community in the comments on YouTube. You'll see what incredible people we have. If you're new, you'll find our community quite different from other communities. We love to chat with each other and discuss all sorts of things. Of course, our focus is crypto, but crypto is just one part of life. There are a lot of community members who understand all about real wealth and are happy to share their knowledge and experience. It takes a lot of courage to get rid of the fake you, all those limiting beliefs, all the past trauma, Whoever the real you is, build your foundations on kindness and integrity. I'd like to thank all the incredibly generous people in our community who have reached out and bought me a coffee on buymeacoffee.com/cryptotradingks. Thanks everyone so much. I really appreciate it. Quite a few community members have reached out to me in the comments as well as direct messaging and said, Ken, I'm really concerned about September. I've heard it's a really bad time to be in the market. That's really focusing on Bitcoin's price action. If we look at a realignment based on the on-chain metrics of the 2016 halving cycle here in green and the 2012 halving cycle here in blue, we can see that the alignment is actually predicting a very bumper month for Bitcoin. It's important to remember Bitcoin isn't an annual cycle, it's a halving based cycle. It doesn't really come down to it goes up in this particular month and it goes down in this other month. It's not like that. Everything is mistimed. It doesn't start in January and end in December. If it did, we could talk about things like different months being problematic. However, the price action is distributed across different months, and we're also seeing lengthening cycles. So it's really not something that we can meaningfully compare one month now in the current bull market psychology to the same month in a past cycle. It's just not realistic to do. We just need to align cycles up like what I've done here. That will give you a better indication. I hope that helps. Let's have a quick look and see how Delta is impacting the globe. We can see a 2% week-on-week reduction in cases. That's really good. We note some countries are coming down. That's fantastic. That's what we want to see. Looking at immunizations across the world, 33.23% are either fully or partially vaccinated. We can also see across the globe there's been nearly 216 million cases. Rule 174, TQ method, trend, timing and trigger. Let's look at the timing now. Using the KS method, let's have a look at the news and see if it's positive or negative to someone that's just entered the crypto space. Are multinationals enthusiastic about Bitcoin? Oh, these five major companies are exploring. Oh, that's got to be positive. What's Cardano doing? Oh, on the throne? Here's what to expect. Oh, it's on the throne. How awesome. Oh no, romance scam turns Lynchburg woman's happily ever after into a financial nightmare. Oh no, what happened here? He started texting me at 7 o'clock in the morning to go to get Bitcoin from the bank, get money out. Please, everyone, if people ask you for money, just tell them to jump in the lake. You're going to be scammed. If anyone's doing that, it's just not legitimate stuff. These people are shocking. I mean, the scammers, of course. Oh, what is this? This is a very interesting language. And that one. And this one. Oh, it's like we're getting news from all around the world. So let's check that out. Let's go English. Oh, the Germans are open to cryptocurrencies. This is very good. Okay, Bitcoin is by far the best known digital currency. Yep, it definitely is. And the German peoples love it. They're very clever, German people, very clever. Cuba makes history by recognizing and regulating crypto like Bitcoin. Excellent. That must be very positive. Is Bitcoin Cash a good investment? Good question. Good morning, Bitcoin. Oh, and happy weekend, everyone, of course. Wallet with 50 Bitcoin suddenly active. Oh, it's an active wallet. Will Bitcoin pass the $50,000 test? Bitcoin got a test? I hope it passes. Last minute, popular Bitcoin exchange hacked. Hang on a tick. What's this? Oh, I'm afraid. Recently, Bitcoin and Altcoin exchange. Bilaxy. That's bad. Oh, bad Bilaxy. That's not good. That certainly is a problem. Always go with a very, very reputable exchange. We can see that overall the news headlines are quite positive, except for the scammers, and they're always at it. I know quite a few people in the community have been victims of scam. Unfortunately, there are a lot of scammers in the world. Rule 775 will protect you. Listen to everyone. Keep your hand in your pocket and do your own research. It is really, really important. A lot of people have been talking about the hash rate improving. China still has 65.08% of the hash rate of Bitcoin. Let's have a look at how Bitcoin is stacking up against precious metals and the stocks over the past 12 months. S&P 500 up 29%, gold unfortunately down 8%, Bitcoin up 318% over the past 12 months. Let's have a look at some important on-chain data. Bitcoin stablecoin supply ratio, SSR oscillator. We can see that money still is flowing into the market and being deployed into crypto. This is deployment into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a proxy for the entire market. This is really healthy. We need to also check open interest. We can see open interest was declining. Now it's starting to come back up. That's again really, really healthy stuff. This means that Bitcoin's price is being supported by more interest. Rule 302, study the top, really important in investing and trading, but especially in life. Looking at crypto total market cap, it's currently 2.075 trillion. We can see price rallied up to this resistance, failed to turn it into support. It's been rejected, but it's quite indecisive at the moment. I've just turned on the relative strength index. I wanted to show you how it basically works. Relative strength is literally the relative strength underneath the market. What we can see here, Bitcoin and indeed all the alts passed across this resistance. Just see down here in relative strength. Here, what happened to price? It rallied up. It's really interesting to note that the open interest is strong. It's increasing. And also the SSR oscillator has ticked up. When I look at this, I would assume from a probabilistic stance that the market will recover from this. It will continue to go up, but we need to check Bitcoin and Ethereum to make sure. Total liquidations in the past 24 hours, 237.1 million across 51,426 traders. 73% of those liquidations were long. Binance derivative 24-hour trading volume was around 55 billion, 11 billion in 24-hour open interest. Currently Bitcoin is under pressure, but Ethereum more so. We've got a change in the price of the contract over the past 24 hours in the derivatives, plus 43% for GTC, plus 24% for LRC, audio 20%, XTZ 15%, NIA 14%, CHR 14%. Let's have a look at Bitcoin's technicals. Bitcoin is currently trading at 48,543. It's just pretty much at a resistance level right now. It has support below 47,819, 47,206, 46,566. We can see there's a lot of support coming up here and will activate at around the 47,819 mark. There was quite a steep sell-off recently. What happened there? Price sought to get through that $50,000 mark. There's a lot of sell pressure up there. It was rejected. It came down to cradle in this support. Always remember, it's the weekend. All sorts of things can happen on the weekend. We don't really worry too much about weekend action, but it's really interesting. Bitcoin is seeking to take out that $50,000 level. Let's check out Ethereum. Oh, Ethereum, we're checking you out. Ethereum is currently trading at 31.98. It's above support at 31.30, 45, 30, 87 and 11 cents and 29.88 and 19 cents. We can see quite good support just here coming into play at the 31.30 and 45 cent mark. We've noticed Bitcoin's fingerprint in the background. What is it doing to the gravity of Ethereum? It's pushing it, it's influencing it. Bitcoin comes down, the whole crypto market comes down. We understand that. It's always good to do multi-dimensional analysis on everything. That basically means that we look at many things. Looking at the Fear and Greed Index, it's 72 today, which is greed. Yesterday it was 78, which was extreme greed. We notice that the options expiration at the end of the month has actually dropped max pain from 47,000 to 40,000 all the way down here. What happens when the options are basically open for business? People try and lock in the lowest premium. They don't want to pay so that they can go way out. That's why these things tend to happen. We get a lot of volatility. It's the same thing we saw at the end of July. It was up high and then it dropped substantially. This is kind of normal behavior, but you can see it's an upward trending pattern. Looking at the futures, the perpetuals are short, going towards the options of Bitcoin. The put-call ratio is 0.5. Total open interest, 53,800 approximately. We can see USDT is under no depegging pressure. Open interest for the perpetuals and open interest for traditional futures is basically on average behavior. Nothing to worry about there. Currently, Bitcoin is 24.97% away from its previous all-time high. You can see Bitcoin's price is above the 200-day moving average. Indeed, it's coming down a little bit, but it's still above the 200, which is quite a key level for some traders. It's also above the 26-day exponential moving average and way above the 50-day moving average and also the 100-day. I'd just like to point out the RSI here. If we look at the RSI, we can see RSI has broken trend to the positive side. I would expect upward price probabilities to play out on Bitcoin. Turning to Ethereum now, we know the flipping has not occurred. It's 41.2% of market cap of Bitcoin right now. That's Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Ethereum is 31.03% away from its previous all-time high. Looking at the futures, the perpetuals, they're currently short. Looking at the options, the put-call ratio, 0.56, total open interest, 325,929, max pain, 1920. It's dropped from 3150. This is quite common for max pain to drop. Remember, max pain is the price at which most options expire worthless. It causes the maximum pain to option holders. Since EIP 1559 was introduced, 402 million in ETH has been burned. Looking to the RSI now, we can see it's crossed over resistance. This is really positive for price. What happened in the past when the RSI crossed over resistance? We can see it here. Look, it went on a field day. It partied. What about here? Ooh, party again. Relative strength is a really, really important concept. I like it a lot. We can also see that Ethereum is way above its 200-day moving average. It's above the 100-day moving average and the 50-day moving average and the 26-day exponential moving average. It's all looking really, really healthy. Turning now to the top 7% movers 24 hours and 7 days. The top 7, Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, BNB, USDT, XRP, and DOGE. The top 24-hour percent gainers, Arweave, Audio, Bitcoin Gold, NIA, Luna, XTZ, Tezos, and Atom. The greatest 7-day percent gainers: Arweave, Tezos, Celo, Rev, Luna, Sol, and Bitcoin Gold. The greatest losses over the past 24 hours: Celo, XTC, Synthetics, Maker, ICP, Rune, and XMR. The greatest losses over the past 7 days: XTC, Sushi, Algo, SNX, FTM, Comp, and Digi. Let's have a look at the change in open interest over the past 24 hours. We don't see a lot of green. Sol has a bit of green, nearly 10%, Litecoin 5.8%, Bitcoin Cash 20.3%, Luna 32.1%. Let's have a look at the Binance top cryptos ranked by percent movement across the past 14 days. There's actually 33 alts here. They're the top ones. We have AVAX in the lead, Sol, Luna, XTZ, Atom, ADA, Cake, BNB, DOT, Axie Infinity, XMR, Algo, GRT, and then Bitcoin. Underneath Bitcoin, ICP, File, NEO, MATIC, Ethereum, FTT, and Litecoin. Now let's have a look at the top 8. This is all about Rule 109, enhance pattern recognition. This is a really profitable skill. I'm hoping to develop that in you. Okay, let's have a look on the 3-day, 4-hour, and 1-week mark. We're going to focus on the 1 week first. If we have a look at Bitcoin, it's being really well supported on the weekly basis. We can see Ethereum is above support. Cardano has not even tested that support. It came close, but it didn't test it. Binance Coin well above support. XRP came down, tested support, and bounced like a Super Bowl. DOGE, unfortunately it broke support. It's now turned to resistance. But DOGE can do incredibly well when it wants to rock and roll. It really parties hard. It's a party coin. DOT is going really well. There is a weekly support line playing in there that it pretty much bounced from. Solana is just an animal. It's just forging upwards. Okay, let's zoom in and have a look at the 3-day. We can see Bitcoin is being supported on the 3-day time frame. Ethereum is yet to break out from that resistance. There's a second level of support coming in for Cardano at around the $2.50 mark. We can see Binance Coin, the support line for Binance Coin will come into play at around 446. XRP's support line should come into play at around 10667. Looking at Doge, Doge's support line should come in around 2409. We can see DOT, it's actually crossed over its support line. It's crossed over. Oh no, DOT, come back. It's under resistance at the moment. Sol, it's a long way away from its support line. Let's now look at the 4-hour. The 4-hour can give us a lot of granularity in our estimates about where price is going. We can see Bitcoin has crossed over this particular resistance here. It's currently underneath that support. It has resistance, but it also has support. Let's have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum has crossed over this resistance. I'm doing this deliberately. I'm trying to get you to draw lines by your eye, not by lines, so that you can just literally look at a chart and understand what it's doing. We can see this support line coming up here. Ethereum is currently under resistance, but it's above that key support line too. Let's have a look at Cardano. Cardano is above resistance from here, but it's below support, below resistance now in its current price. Let's have a look at XRP. XRP is currently above 2 levels of support. It's got a bit of a cradle in here. That's really good. Binance Coin coming down through that first level of support, now resistance. It's coming into play at around that area, around 446. Let's have a look at DOGE. DOGE passed across this resistance line, has now turned it to support. Let's have a look what DOGE does. DOGE is capable of great power when it wants to party. DOT is maintaining this support line on the 4-hour quite well. It's under this stronger support line, now turned to resistance, but it has definitely crossed across this particular resistance line. Again, just drawing it with your eye is a really key thing to do. Sol is way above the support line. Let's now go through the community requests. Rule 444, ignore tips, advice, and marketing. And of course, always do your own research. I don't endorse any of these particular coins. They're community coins. I just want to help the community out by showing the technicals of those coins, but I don't endorse any of them. Let's look at the first 8 community requests. NEAR. We can see NEAR is literally on top of this support line. It's going quite well. We can also see Bitcoin's fingerprint playing out in the background here. There's some divergences here. It's really interesting to see NEAR's action. CTSI Cartesi, we saw the Cartesi was not obeying Bitcoin's gravity as Bitcoin was going up, and Bitcoin literally pulled it up, maybe a little bit too high. It just had to normalize. Let's see how Cartesi goes. THETA, we can see THETA just going up with Bitcoin. It's pretty much moving as Bitcoin is. AMP is very, very spiky. This is the potential for trading. Something like AMP, you could put your buy orders very, very low if they get slurped up, and that's an if, because this is a really spiky thing. I personally would keep away from AMP, but I know a lot of people really love it. I look at trading, not so much investing and holding. NANO, we see NANO coming up quite well in terms of Bitcoin's fingerprint. We also see the support level. We're seeing upward support, this resistance. When NANO gets above this resistance, I think it could do quite well. EGLD, very nice support below, just getting across this resistance here, trading at around 142 and above would be very, very healthy. Veracity, very nice upward support line. The price is just getting above resistance now. Look at Bitcoin Cash. It had this upwards support line, just recently got broken, but price is just reflected back to that support. That's showing a lot of strength. Let's check out the next 8. Luna has very nice support upwards. It's past this level of resistance, rallied well, and then past another level of resistance. Luna is really acting with a tremendous amount of strength. We can see it following the directional bias of Bitcoin. That's Bitcoin's gravity. That's really good. That's what we want to see that. MATIC is performing well, following Bitcoin's fingerprint. It's just above this resistance, which is now support, but it's below this upward resistance line. This resistance is not too problematic to MATIC. Sorry, I can't help it. I love saying that one. Let's have a look. Where is Telcoin going? It's just disappeared off the screen. Okay, for Telcoin, we can see it actually got above this resistance, and it's at support right now. We have another support, became resistance line. What Tel needs to do is it needs to trade above 0.026 to get that support line, to turn that resistance to support. That's what it's all about. Let's have a look at Multivac. So many supporters of Multivac on Twitter. Okay, Multivac is not looking too bad at all. On the 4 hour, it's got good strong support here. It also has support there. Let's have a look at Loopring. Loopring took off crazily. It went in the lift up, and what happens to those lifts? Sharp spikes tend to reflect. That's what we saw here. That's why in this community we don't FOMO into things. We understand the dynamics of price action. Loopring LRC is doing really well, coming back but not touching that support, and it looks to be going again. Let's have a look at Hollow or Hot. Hollow is very hot, literally. We can see that it's past this resistance, and now that's support, and we can see it's also holding its upward support line. Let's have a look at XDC. XDC is maintaining this lower level of support. It really needs to get above this resistance. That will occur at around 1568. Icon, what's Icon up to? Icon's always quite interesting. A big community for Icon as well. We can see this upward support. Price is just below it, but we could also parallel this support down to here, which would be a very reasonable thing to do. Currently, Icon is above that secondary level of support. I just like to share with you how to draw support and resistance lines just with your eyes. It's a really powerful skill. If you're new to the community, of course, welcome. It's beautiful to have you here. 2 episodes that will really help you out. One is episode 93, Drawing Structural Support and Structural Resistance. This is a fantastic way to draw the lines like I draw on the charts. When you gain that skill, you don't have to buy any expensive indicators or anything like that. It's really good to upskill. Episode 104 is quite neat too. That's how to read crypto thumbnail charts and develop an edge. It goes across 100 examples. I hope those 2 videos help you out. I hope you found the content useful. Please consider sharing this video if you think it will help others. Thank you to our moderators and admins for keeping our community safe from scammers. Please say hi and let me know where you're viewing from, and if you have any questions. If you would like updates on price movements in the crypto market, please subscribe to YouTube, and you can join free groups on Facebook and Discord, and follow me on Twitter. I've left details in the description of this video. Crypto is volatile. Always prepare yourself for the best and worst case scenarios. Reality will likely be between them. Hey guys, a secret. We just reached over 10,000 subscribers to our small community. I just want to say thank you so much. And if you're hearing this, you are truly awesome. You listened to the end. Can you please just pop something to do with end in your comments? You're outstanding people. Watching to the end is awesome. So stay safe out there. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.